I started my career with the FA at the grand old age of 16, having left Holland Park School, and I had an office next door to Alf Ramsey, who was the manager of the England team, and it was my job to, apart from giving him cups of tea after international matches and things like that, was to have a film library and to give him every help that he needed with showing the international matches that the BBC had recorded. So the way it happened was that, say the England team were playing at Wembley one week, and an international match, this is prior to the World Cup, they would then send me the 16mm film of the whole of the match, and the following week Alf Ramsey would come in and have a little chat to me over a cup of tea that I'd have to bring him as one of my duties, and he would say, "Okay, Derek, can you pick out all the corners and the free kicks from last week's England-Spain match, for instance?" And I'd say, "Okay, Mr. Ramsey, yes, I'll sort that out." And off I went to my little editing suite, and I had a great big 45-minute roll of film, and I'd have to go through the editing. And because I was very, very keen with football and a sportsman myself, I understood all the good bits about football and all the technical side of things. And so I can understand when you sort of said to me, "Can you work out a system of getting all the corners and the free kicks from the second half, for instance?" And so I would edit them all together as a little highlight, and that would take the afternoon and for me to do, and then I'd show him that and he would say, "Yes, that's fine." So we would then go to the Bank of England sports ground, where all the team would meet up, or indeed up to Shropshire, up to Liddshaw Hall, and it was there that behind closed doors, and I had complete access, exclusivity, because I was a member of staff of the Football Association, and I had a job to do to show the England team not only maybe the first half an hour of a particular match, but also to show them edited moments of this of the highlights. And so I would be there with my projector. In comes the England team straight off the football pitch, training session, and sit down, and Alf Ramsey would say, "Okay, Derek, put the projector on." So we would then watch those 15-20 minutes of the of edited highlights of the corners and the free kicks, and then Alf Ramsey would say, "Okay, can you stop it there now, George, i.e. George Cohen or Jimmy Greaves, he would start saying, you should have moved in here, you should have done this," and whatever. Or indeed, it wasn't only free kicks, it could have been an incident in defence where Gordon Banks was out of his line, that the defence wasn't working properly or something like that, and so he would say, "Bobby, i.e. Bobby Moore, I would have liked to have seen you here, here and here." And here, of course, there was no video in those days, so it wasn't a question of being able to show it time and time again. I had to rerun the projector, and it was those moments when he would say, "Okay, Derek, can we see that moment again when the defence came out too far and Gordon, you should have picked the ball up," whatever. And I would inadvertently keep the light running on the projector, and so that meant that the everything was on the screen was running backwards, and it was very funny because they would start bursting out laughing, and to actually watch people like Nobby Stiles running backwards and Jimmy Greaves running backwards, it was very, very funny to see. And of course that completely broke the ice, and it was that moment that I realised that I could capture a very, very good photograph of the England team laughing at themselves. And prior to that, I'd asked Alf Ramsey if I could take photographs of the team, when behind closed doors and in the exclusive moments of the training session when there weren't any other press photographers there, And Alf said, yes, not a problem. You know, as long as you're fair with the Fleet Street and give a picture to the Daily Mail, or a picture to the Daily Sketch, or a photograph to the Daily Express for that, of a particular time of the training session. And so on this particular occasion, I saw that the England team were laughing at themselves with seeing all the seeing them on the screen running backwards, on the projection screen running backwards. I picked up my quick camera and quickly went to the side of the projection screen and took one picture, and it showed the whole of the England team bar, I think, one player, absolutely belly laughing at themselves. And it was the launch of my career, because I gave this picture to the Daily Mail and they very kindly realised the exclusivity of the shot and the uniqueness of it all, and gave me a big 5-column picture in publication on the back page of the sports page. And that was basically the start of my career, because the then picture editor, John Golding, said to me, after the World Cup, there's a job waiting for you if you can come up with pictures like this all the time. So that was one great moment. Okay, this is the shot I took of the England team at Roehampton Training Ground in London about a couple of weeks before the World Cup started itself, and it shows the England team having a good old belly laugh at themselves, because I'd actually put the projector on in reverse, and it shows as it runs through, it shows them all running backwards. And one of the funniest players to be seen running backwards is Nobby Stiles, who had this sort of arms up swinging attitude when he ran forwards, and it was even funnier watching him run backwards. Equally, George Cohen and Jimmy Greaves were very, very funny when you watch them running backwards. And this picture appeared on the back page of the Daily Mail.